Hello everyone. Today we're answering a great question that I got recently from an artist.
The music industry is very complex. With 30 years of experience in the industry, I'll be using my channel to answer some of the questions that I have actually received from artists, songwriters, managers, and labels.
Here's the question. I was a guest on a podcast and the host played two of my songs, but when he uploaded the episode to YouTube, he got a copyright strike. Why is that? As a podcaster or creator, understanding how copyright works is critical. Let's break this down and figure out why this happened and, most importantly, how to prevent it in the future. First, let's talk about what a copyright strike actually is. Platforms like YouTube use a tool called Content ID. It scans videos and audio for copyrighted material or works, and it matches it to an existing database. Even if you're the artist or songwriter, you may have given the right to a third party to represent the master or your composition. If the podcast host didn't clear the use of your music with the copyrighted owner, the label, distributor, or publisher who controls the rights to your content, Content ID will flag the use automatically. It's there to protect you. So let's take a look at who owns the rights to your song. In one side, we have the master rights, and on the other side, we have the publishing. This brings us to the key question: who owns the rights to your music? The master recording rights. These are the rights to the actual recording of your song. If you've released your music through a label or a distributor, they likely have control over this side of your music. Music publishing rights. These cover the composition, the melody, and the lyrics. This could be you, a publisher, or co-writer. If either the master or publishing rights are controlled by someone else other than yourself, permission is needed to play your music, even on a podcast. So why did your songs trigger a copyright strike? I know this could be frustrating, but the host got a strike likely because they didn't clear the rights or obtain prior permission to use your songs. Even though you were a guest on the podcast, you do not own the rights to the music. Here's why. The automatic systems don't recognize permission unless they are cleared through the official channels. Platforms like YouTube assume that there's no permission was given. Distributors, labels, and publishers have policies, and we're going to discuss policy in a few minutes. Even if you're an independent artist, platforms upload your music to Content ID to, again, protect your rights. So even with the best intentions, the host unknowingly violated copyright rules. What triggers a strike? The owner of the asset will have added or identified the asset with one or more of the following information: a reference file, that's the actual copyrighted content, such as a music, video, or audio file that has been added to the YouTube database. From the reference file, YouTube creates a digital fingerprint that Content ID compares with videos already uploaded to YouTube by other users. When Content ID detects a match, it automatically claims the video on your behalf and applies the match policy. Metadata. Metadata is information about the copyrighted content, such as the title, ISRC code, ISWC code, UPC, and more. Ownership information. Information where you own the rights to the content and how much of the content you own. Policies are instructions that tell YouTube what to do when matches are found. The owner of the asset will have added one of these policies to the asset when it was uploaded for Content ID. So here, pay close attention because this is what could have been the problem. So the policies could be monetized, allow the video to be viewed with ads, or track, allow the video to be viewed without ads, collect statistics about the video and views, or block. Don't allow the video to be viewable on YouTube. And likely that's what happened. That was the policy that the owner of these masters or publishing had on this artist's content. Here's how you and the podcast host can avoid this the next time. Just clear the rights. Make sure the host contacts the owners of both the master and publishing rights to get permission. I know this is a long and tedious process, and sometimes finding the right contacts can be painful. There are companies out there that do just that, just clearances. They charge, though it's expensive, But the point is, clearances can and could be obtained. Once clearances are obtained, the owner whitelists the host's channel before the episode goes live. If you are part of the YouTube Partner Program in the United States, you can purchase a license through Creator Music, where you will find a growing catalog of songs eligible for licensing, or where you can share video revenue with the track right holders. However, this is very limited and not all tracks are eligible. To find tracks that are eligible for revenue sharing, sign in to YouTube Creator or YouTube Studio in a web browser, not on your phone. From the left menu, select Creator Music, look for the share revenue icon, and here's a picture of the icon, wherever tracks are listed. Songs that aren't eligible for licensing or revenue sharing may result in a content ID claim or a copyright removal request on your video that prevents you from monetizing altogether. Copyright strikes can feel frustrating, but they're there to protect creators. As an artist, it's important to understand how your music is managed and how to give others permission to use it. If you are a podcast host or a content creator, always check the copyright status of any music you plan to feature. A little preparation can save a lot of headaches later on. Got more questions about music rights, licensing, or the industry? Drop them in the comments. I would love to read them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more music tips and insight. Until the next time, keep creating and stay inspired. See you in the next one.